no way you could be an expert on such a complicated, complex topic.
Please check out Maddie's video on this. This is the idea that everyone is now somehow posing as an expert in the current Israel and Palestine conflict. Not only this, it's not just that everyone is now an expert, it's that people hate when you say the conflict is complicated, despite it literally being hundreds, if not thousands of years old. If you say that there are complex political relations in the Middle East, you immediately get yelled at. Like, everyone's constantly asking influencers, me like, oh, what's your stance on this? I'm like, wow, it's a really complex topic and I can't really explain this in like a 1-minute video. I immediately get berated, like, oh my gosh, it's not complex. There's some people that are dying. It's an apartheid state. And it's very one-sided. And again, not even taking a side here, but I get yelled at. It's because me, as a learning specialist, a master's in education, knows that Middle Eastern studies was not covered in my master's of science in education. It wasn't even fully covered in my bachelor's degree in government from Dartmouth College. I studied these subjects, and yet I know I'm not an expert on them. I have certain opinions, my most overwhelming opinion being no one innocent should be killed anywhere, like my overriding opinion. It really is bothering me right now. So many people are saying that they're not only experts in the situation, but are kind of trivializing these hundreds and hundreds of years of intense conflicts and political disputes, saying it's really very simple. Everyone's saying, oh, it's always been that simple. Really? If it was that simple, then where were you before October 7th? It's not simple. Like, LGBTQ topics are not simple. It's just frustrating to me. Just because you admit something is complicated, complex, does not mean you're taking the side of an oppressor, does not necessarily mean that you're ignorant or a bad person. It means you're mature enough to realize the conflict needs a thorough amount of research before you frivolously state you think this should happen or that should happen. In my opinion. Self.